You know the drill. You're juggling your work account, your personal account, maybe even a side hustle account, all on the same website. It's this constant, low-level friction that we've all just kind of learned to live with.
No, really, just take a second. How many times? Twice? 5? Maybe more? Every single time you do that, it pulls you out of what you were doing. You're trying to check a work thing, but whoops, you're logged in with your personal profile. Got to sign out, sign back in. All those little interruptions, they seriously add up.
But what if I told you that whole song and dance could just disappear? What if switching between all those digital identities was as easy as a single click, with no login screens in sight? Well, it turns out it can be.
And this is it. It's called Sessify. It's a super clean, super simple Chrome extension built to solve this exact problem. Its whole reason for being is to make managing your accounts not just easier, but genuinely efficient. So how does it actually pull this off? Well, the magic here is something called a browser context. The easiest way to think about it is like having separate, totally isolated little bubbles inside your web browser. Each bubble or context has its own cookies, its own storage, its own logins. This means you can be logged into your work Google account in one bubble and your personal Google account in another at the very same time in the same browser window. They don't even know the other one exists. No more fighting.
By letting you create and manage these separate contexts, Sessify just completely gets rid of the need to log in and out all the time. So let's dive in and take a look at the features that make this such a game changer for your workflow.
Okay, the benefits here are pretty straightforward, but they are huge. You can instantly jump between your work and personal accounts. One click and boom, you're in a totally different session. And because these contexts are sandboxed, it means your work stuff never mixes with your personal stuff. That's fantastic for privacy, right? And it's all done through this really sleek, really fast interface that just feels like it belongs in your browser. It just works.
All right, now for all you developers and tech heads out there, you're probably getting curious about what's making this thing tick. So let's pop the hood and take a look at the tech that's powering Sessify.
So this isn't some clunky old extension. It is built on a really modern and solid stack. We're talking React 19, which is why the UI is so snappy and responsive. It uses Tailwind CSS for all the styling, which keeps it looking clean, and TypeScript, which basically makes sure the code is super reliable and less prone to bugs. But the real heart of it is WXT, which is this awesome new framework for building browser extensions. All this means Sessify isn't just a cool idea. It's built to be fast, stable, and ready for the future.
And here's why those choices actually matter to you as a user. React 19, that's the reason the extension's pop-up feels so instantaneous. Tailwind CSS, that's why it looks so clean and doesn't feel bloated. TypeScript is like the quality control, catching errors before they ever become a problem for you. And WXT, well, that's the engine that makes the whole thing possible, handling all the complicated browser stuff in the background.
Now, here's maybe the best part. This whole project is incredibly easy to get involved with. Whether you just want to use it or you're a developer who's already thinking of a cool feature to add, getting it up and running is an absolute breeze.
It is so simple to get this running on your own machine. You just clone the project, run a couple of quick commands in your terminal to install everything and build it, and then you just load it into Chrome. You head over to your extensions page, flick on developer mode, and tell it to load the build folder. That's literally it. You can go from 0 to having it running locally in under a minute.
And if that wasn't cool enough, the whole project is open source under the MIT license. That basically means you can do whatever you want with it. Use it, change it, even build a whole new product on top of it. It's that kind of openness that really pushes the developer community forward. So we've seen the problem, we've seen this really elegant solution, and we've even peeked at the modern tech that makes it all possible. Sessify is just a perfect example of a sharp, focused tool that solves a real-world problem and does it well. And seeing a clean, open-source project like this is just inspiring. It kind of makes you think, right? What little friction point in your own day could be solved with a clever tool? Now that you've seen how something like this is built, the real question is, what are you going to build?